So I asked this question on Facebook yesterday, but since everyone here doesn't follow me on Facebook, figured I'd ask here, but just curious for you folks, on the days where I don't have battles or my regular LPs, what do you prefer seeing? Showdown or DN-YGO Pro videos? Because then it just helps me better figure out what kind of videos I should be making when I have nothing better to make. Or if there's some other random ass kind of video that I make, besides Minecraft, that you guys like, just let me know, because then I can better have content for you when I have nothing better to post. Whatever. So anyways, hey guys, we got a U match here today against MoxieInfinite. Like I said, using this really old, kind of bad team, but I was like, whatever, let's just go with it, because I had nothing better at the time. He's got just kind of a standard-ish team. I mean, like, he doesn't have a Chandelure Heracross or anything, so it's like not as threatening as it could be, but he's still got some pretty powerful threats, so yeah, but main threats that I do see on his end, Roserade and Azelf are the main things I'm looking at right now. Azelf just because he can outspeed a lot of my team, and depending on its set, can wreck some train. And then Roserade, it's not so much that it's a threat, it's just that it has really good synergy with the rest of his team to prevent the main threat on my team, my Lodic, from really dealing damage to him. So if I can get rid of that Roserade, I can do a lot of damage to him. So my main concern, getting that out of the way, then to a lesser extent, getting rid of Azelf. But those are the main two things I want to get out of the way, and I should have an easy time in this match. But leads on his end, I wasn't really sure. I was thinking maybe he'd go with like Swampert or Azelf or something, so I was thinking maybe Raikou would be the best thing to go with. So that is what I decided to do. Also, this is a really long match, so you're going to be in it for the long haul, folks. But gonna lead off Raikou. He leads off Victini. I don't want to risk him going for a Scarf V crate, so I'm going to go directly into my Lodic. He goes into Swampert though in double, because I guess he thought I'd just go straight for Thunderbolt or something. But and I guess he didn't want to try and take it. I don't know. But my Lodic just Scald with it, burned the Roserade with Scald, not really too huge of a deal, but I figure Raikou can take anything that Roserade wants to do, so I'm just going to go to that, and then he tries a Sleep Powder, that's fine, I really don't care, and I just go for Extra Sentry because I want to get some damage off on it, and he just Giga Drains me after Extra Sentry. Extra Sentry does a lot, but that does tell me from that damage that he is most likely a special defensive variant, but here I figure he's just going to switch out, so I go into Shaman, figuring he'll want to go out to something to take an Extra Sentry, like Swampert, or maybe, I don't know what, mainly Swampert I was thinking. But he decided to Sleep Powder again, predicting me to switch out. But now I'm just going to go out to Arcanine, because I figure he'll just go for something that'll hurt Shaman and might not hurt Arcanine as much. So I figured that was the safest play, and it was, because he went for Synthesis, so now I can start going for Flare Blitzes. But I switch again, predicting him to switch out again, and he does switch out to his own Arcanine. So I was like, oh, well, that Shaman switch wasn't the best on my part. But I decided here to go out to Gligar, because I wasn't really sure what he was going to go for. And I figured he would just be standard, so I was like, alright, let's go to Gligar, take a hit, get the rocks up. But he has Will-O-Wisp, and I did stay in there after he missed the first one, because I really didn't care about Gligar being burned that much. And I just wanted to get rocks going, so yeah. Plus, I mean, looking at his team, Gligar, I mean, it's going to have a little bit of use, but not too huge of use. But I just go for the Earthquake there to get some damage off if I could on the Arcanine, but he switched, obviously, to Roserade, so it's not going to do shit. But I'm going to go right back out to Arcanine, because I just want to fire off a Flare Blitz if I can, which I think, yeah, just safely go for, because I really didn't give a fuck at the time. But now, since he has Swampert in, not really the best thing to stay in on. Kinda wish I had HP Grass, but I'm running fully a physical Arcanine. But now I'm going to go into Shaman, because Shaman is a cool dude to go into like this. But I go for Sub, I believe, because I figured he would just switch, which he does, into the Roserade. So I'm like, okay, let's just Hidden Power and see how much it does, and hopefully I can take it down eventually. But it does not do nearly as much as I would like, and Synthesis is easily going to recover off more than I can deal. So I mean, it's not really optimal for me to stay in, but I might as well just stay in until he breaks my sub and then switch out. So that's kind of what I'm going to do. I think I might stay in for an extra turn. No, I think I switch right here. I'm pretty sure I switch right here. Yeah, I do switch right here into Arcanine, because obviously, like I said before, Arcanine is kind of the best thing I can bring in on Roserade at this current moment in time. So that's what I do. Tries to go for Sleep Powder again and keeps missing. So it's like, only thing he can hit on is my Natural Cure guy. But I just go for the Morning Sun because I just want to get my health back. And he goes into his Arcanine for the Intimidating instead of going to Swampert for I don't know what reason. But here I just decide I'm just going to stand with Arcanine a little bit to see what he's got going on his set before I switch out to anything else. And because all I've seen right now is Will-O-Wisp, so I'm not really sure what this Arcanine is packing, so because I don't want to go out to my Milotic in case he's got, you know, the Wild Charge or something to really damage it. So I'm just staying in, see what he's got going on. He goes for Flare Blitz, and does a little bit, obviously. And then he goes for extreme speed, so that tells me his last move is most likely Morning Sun, just because looking at what I've kind of been seeing from this Arcanine, it's got Leftovers, it's got Will-O-Wisp, that means it has a decent chance of having the Morning Sun, so I'm just Morning Sunning myself right here, just so that I'm at a healthy amount of health. I know that was kind of redundant, but basically, I have a lot of health now, so I'm like, okay, I kind of feel safe right here going out to my Milotic. I feel like it's less likely that he's going to have the Wild Charge, so I should be able to wall his set well enough and do some fun things. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. He just goes for Morning Sun, revealing to me that he did have Morning Sun and not Wild Charge or some shit. So I feel safe being in here now, but I figure he will switch, so I'm just going to go for Dragon Tail, predicting him to switch, and he went out to Roserade, so that is actually really perfect because I get a nice Dragon Tail off on that, and it'll just take more rocks damage. But now I Dragon Tail him out to Victini. I know he's going to be enticed to switch, and probably not go for the, what is it called again? Bolt Strike. Yeah, I figured he wouldn't go for the Bolt Strike just yet, so just go for Dragon Tail, and Dragon Tail him out, or you turned into Roserade and Dragon Tail him out to Azelf, and Azelf, I'm not really sure what's going on that, so I'm like, okay, let's just go to Gligar and see what's going on, kind of use his Death Fodder, and just go straight for Thunderbolt. And so, for some reason here, I'm gonna assume Choiced, so I decided to make kind of a ballsy move and predict him to switch out and go for the Earthquake. And it actually works out really well, because now that Roserade is out of the way, and now, not Swampert, my Milotic will have kind of a field day at this point. So I just decided here on the Swampert, I'm just going to go for Toxic, because Gligar's kind of done its job. It actually killed a Roserade, so I'm not going to complain one bit. But, yeah, I Toxic it, and he just Waterfalls me. Does not take me out, but Burn will take me out, so that's the end of Gligar. Oh well, Gligar, like I said, it kind of did its job, so now I'm going to go in Shaman. Figure, last time I brought in Shaman and went for sub, he did switch out, but this time he decided to predict my sub and go for Roar. Not too huge of a deal, though, because he roars me into my Milotic, which is kind of perfect, because I can start just firing off Scalds and bring him down eventually. So that's kind of the game plan there, which is what I will do in a second once, you know, after turn effects. I probably should have sped this match up more, but I thought I was speeding up too much when I was already doing it, but I probably should have done it a bit more, because, yeah, oh well. But, yeah, it's really long, but yeah, Scald and Earthquake. I mean, there's not much for me to say there, but, you know, the Earthquake is doing a little bit of damage, I guess. Not the hugest amount in the world, but still enough to make me annoyed. But he just Earthquakes again. My Scald fails to take him out, so now I'm not sitting at the most comfortable amount of health. But, I mean, I can live with it. It's just I don't like it that much, you know? But Swampert's going to go down to Toxic, which kind of sucks because I would have loved to get a Recover off, but I didn't know how that shit was going to be working out. So, yeah, but now he's going to go into Azelf. Don't really want my Milotic to die just yet, because like I said, my Milotic really does kind of handle a lot of his teams, so I'm just going to go to Arcanine, kind of as fodder, because I don't really know what this Azelf's got going on, or wants to have going on, so I'm like, alright, Arcanine, I don't think I really need you anymore, so we're just going to go to you, and get some extra damage off on this Azelf. I figured I could live with Thunderbolt, but I didn't really care if I could or couldn't, but I did get some nice damage off with the Extreme Speed, not enough to take him out, obviously. If I got a crit, though, that would have been a different subject, but I didn't get a crit, because fuck crits. Anyways, going to Heracross, because I figured at this point now he might just be Scarfed because he went for Thunderbolt again, which, I mean, it wouldn't really make a difference, but I was like, alright, if he's not Scarfed, Pursuit should still kill. If he switches, it'll still kill. I mean, it's like no matter what, Pursuit should kill, so I just go for it, and I actually take him out because he tried to switch, so that was very nice. But now Arcanine comes in, and I'm just like, Pursuit, because I kind of don't care about Heracross at this point, because if his Victini is Scarf, it won't really matter if I have Heracross, so I'm like, okay, let's just kind of sack it against Arcanine so I can get a free switch into my Milotic so I can try and get some recovers off so that I can, you know, handle his team, like I've been trying to do for the past forever. But now he just kills me off. The Heracross kills my Heracross off. Yeah, so Heracross is dead. Boo-hoo. I didn't really need it anymore anyways, that's kind of why I was sacking it. But now I get a free switch to my Milotic, and I really just gotta hope now that I can live in Extreme Speed. I'm pretty sure I can, though, but he actually just goes for Flare Blitz, because I guess maybe it would have more base power after Stab. I don't know, but whatever the case, I'm able to live it, and I just cover off all that damage, and get back up to about half, so now I just gotta recover up again, and I will be at full. So, well, unless he attacks me, of course, which he probably will, but it shouldn't do too much. But he decides to actually switch out into his Hitmontop, which I am not threatened by, because I have a Scald, and I'm also a Milotic, so it won't do shit, whatever he does. So my game plan, like I said, is to just go for Scald, because that is the smart play to make. And I generally try to make smart plays, except not that much, because I'm actually really a dumb fuck. But doesn't really matter, because I just Scald right here. So yeah, doesn't really do much though, which kind of annoys me, but it's just like, whatever, it's life, I'll take it. And he just Toxics, which is like, okay, you gave me Marvel Scale, which makes it so I'm going to be able to handle your Victini extremely easily, as a matter of fact. So thanks for helping me. He does spin away the rocks. I really don't care though, it doesn't really affect me that much. I mean, it's like, okay, Victini's sake, but I still have my Lodic. You know what I mean? But I just keep firing off the Scald, and it's eventually gonna be doing stuff. Don't get any burns though, which kind of sucks. I'll move on. And he just Stone Edges. I guess he just doesn't want a defense drop. I was gonna say, I don't really know why, but anyways, wait, defense drops. But Stone Edge, I mean, it's like, I don't know, whatever. But just gonna recover up, because I don't want my Melodic that low on health, even though Toxic's racking up and I should just switch anyways. Which is actually what I do next turn. And then he crits me with Stone Edge there, so that kind of sucks, because now even my survivability's gone down even more. Not that it would really matter that incredibly much, but it still sucks. However, now I'm just going to go into Shaman, because I'm like, alright, what's the most expendable person on my team right now? Even though Shaman's not a person, most expendable thing. There we go. Because obviously Pokemon are just things. Remember that, kids. Go tell your parents, hey, parents, this Pokemon's a thing. Will you buy me it? I don't know. Whatever the case, so I went out to Shaman because it is the most expendable Pokemon on my team. So I'm like, alright, we'll just go into that because I don't want Raikou to take too much extra damage. Do fire off a Seed Flare. Doesn't do too incredibly much because him on top does have really high base special defense. So I was like, okay, let's just Leech Seed. Fuck it, let's see what happens. And he just Toxics me right here, which is kind of weird. But now I won't be taking that much from Toxic because I'm getting Leech Seed from him now, so that's cool. But I think I just fired off a Seed Flare right here, if I recall it correctly. No, I switch out to Raikou because I was like, okay, he's just going to Stone Edge again, so I can take that Stone Edge well. And then, or no, Mach Punch, whatever. The point is I can take a move, get recovery back. Also, I just realized why he didn't have close combat. It's because he has Mach Punch instead. That's weird. That is very weird. But the point is, I take him out with the Thunderbolt, and now he has not Raikou. It's a fucking Arcanine. He has the Arcanine in, and I'm just going to Thunderbolt it. And that's going to die. Because Spectre Raikou is awesome. And I actually live the extreme speed, and then he brings in Victini. I'm like, okay, it's going to Scarf, do something. But instead, it's not Scarf. It's actually, I don't know what. But the point is, I'm able to outspeed and take him out Thunderbolt. So basically, Raikou wins me the game instead of my Lodic. But who gives a fuck? So, yeah, that's it for this. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah, that was a really long one. I really should have sped that up more, but I don't fucking care. You're getting this. You're gonna like it. Yeah, you probably won't, but whatever. I can't control shit. But, yeah, that'll be it for today. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Such blah. Comment, sub, and later, guys.